हेलो एंड वेलकम बैक टू चेसिंग द टारगेट। आज हम लोग प्रीव्यू करेंगे अंडर 19 वर्ल्ड कप स्टार्टिंग इन साउथ अफ्रीका। अगर आप इंडिया में तो आज शुरू हो रहा है, अगर आप कहीं और है तो कल शुरू हो रहा है। बेसिकली फ्राइडे द टूर्नामेंट इज स्टार्टिंग। यू हैव वेस्ट इंडीज अंडर 19 प्लेइंग द होस्ट साउथ अफ्रीका, एंड आई थिंक यूएसए इज आल्सो प्लेइंग आयरलैंड। आई थिंक दैट इज द थिंग। तेजस भाई कैसे हैं आप? सब ठीक ठाक? कैसी है तबीयत? तो टुमारो इज द स्टार्ट ऑफ द अंडर 19 वर्ल्ड कप। ये जो वर्ल्ड कप था वो ओरिजिनली श्रीलंका में होस्ट होना था, लेकिन अगर आपको याद है ड्यूरिंग द वर्ल्ड कप वहां पे श्रीलंका गॉट सस्पेंडेड बाय द आईसीसी एंड दे हैड टू शिफ्ट द वर्ल्ड कप टू साउथ अफ्रीका। द साउथ अफ्रीका आर नॉट they're not too alien to hosting the अंडर 19 वर्ल्ड कप। अगर आपको याद है, इससे पिछले वाला लास्ट वाला आई थिंक वेस्ट इंडीज में था। उससे पहले जो बांग्लादेश जीती थी वो साउथ अफ्रीका में ही था। आई थिंक इंडिया बांग्लादेश फाइनल था। इट वाज अ क्रेजी गेम। उसमें जायसवाल भी था, उसमें लड़ाई भी हुई थी एंड ओवरऑल अच्छा टूर्नामेंट था। तो साउथ अफ्रीका हैव बीन यूज्ड टू होस्टिंग। दे होस्टेड द वुमेन्स ICC T20 World Cup as well last year. They hosted the under 19 Women's World Cup T22 last year, and this time it's going to be a 50 over game. It's going to be the young stars, the likes of Virat Kohli, the likes of Ben Stokes, the likes of Kagiso Rabada, Rishabh Pant, you name it. They've come from these tournaments. Also, there've been some failures. Unmuk Chand, he's won this tournament and didn't really go on. Yashdul so far hasn't really gone on. Remember Dinesh Bana, jo last World Cup mein tha West Indies mein, kya batting ki, everyone said he's the next Dhoni. He still hasn't come up, but he still has time. Shivam Mavi, Nagarkoti, we thought they're going to be superstars. They won. Shubman Gill, he's turning out to be a big player. So it's brought up a lot of crazy players, but also players who have not fulfilled their potential, although doing well at the under 19 level. This time around, agar aap dekhe, there is, I think, Rashid Khan's nephew is playing, and then aapke Mohammad Nabi's son is playing. नसीम शाह का भाई उबैद शाह, ही इज आल्सो प्लेइंग। ही इज अ वेरी गुड बॉलर। अगर आप देखें एशिया कप में बहुत अच्छी बॉलिंग कर रहा था वो। इज वेरी एक्साइटिंग, पेस अच्छी है उसकी। वॉच आउट फॉर हिम। देन यू हैव कुलकर्णी फ्रॉम इंडिया, बहुत अच्छा ऑलराउंडर है। ऑल्सो सरफराज खान, जो इंडियन प्लेयर, आई मीन इंडिया को आई डोंट थिंक खेला अभी तक, मगर जो डोमेस्टिक में क्रेजी कर रहा है, उसका नाम आते जा रहा है रणजी ट्रॉफी में। उसका भाई, ही आल्सो प्लेड IPL, सरफराज, बट हिज ब्रदर Mushir Khan, he's in the team, he's in the Indian team, and India has some really good experienced players. Again, you would kind of consider them favorites, even though उन लोग एशिया कप नहीं जीते। मगर अगर आपको याद है लास्ट टाइम अराउंड भी एशिया कप हारे थे उन लोग, मगर वर्ल्ड कप जीते थे। इंडिया हैज डन रियली वेल ये लेवल पे। they're the most successful team. They've won the most under 19 World Cups. I think after that it's maybe Australia, and then Pakistan has won a couple also. अगर आपको याद है 2004 और 6 में पाकिस्तान जीती थी। एक जबरदस्त फाइनल था इंडिया पाकिस्तान का, जहाँ पे आई थिंक पाकिस्तान 80-90 ऑल आउट हो गए थे, एंड देन इंडिया 60 पे चले गए थे। एंड आई रिमेम्बर मलेशिया में जो अंडर 19 वर्ल्ड कप हुआ था वो 2008 की बात है, या हाँ 2008 शुरू हुआ जनवरी में, बिफोर द IPL, या 2007 दिसंबर ऐसा था, जब विराट कोहली led his side to the T20, no not T20, under 19 World Cup. वहां पे आई थिंक जडेजा भी था, और अगर मेरे को याद है केन विलियमसन भी था, वेन पार्नेल भी था शायद, वो कैप्टन था साउथ अफ्रीका का। एंड इट वाज अ ग्रेट टूर्नामेंट मलेशिया में, वो बहुत अच्छा था, मुझे वो अच्छा दिखा। उन्मुख चंद भी जो जीता था ऑस्ट्रेलिया में, दैट वाज अ ग्रेट गेम अगेंस्ट ऑस्ट्रेलिया। इन ऑस्ट्रेलिया ही वाज चेसिंग अराउंड 270 280, scored 100 chasing. It was a crazy innings, and वो टाइम पे मैं समझा ये कोहली से भी आगे जाएगा, and how wrong I was. I mean, he looked so talented, super bowl, like pressure में ऑस्ट्रेलियन कंडीशन में उनके खिलाफ ऐसा मानना, जो भी अंडर 19 लेवल, फिर भी he really impressed me. But he didn't go on to make the mark there. I remember West Indies दुबई में जब जीते थे, I think T20, या बांग्लादेश में था वो, अंडर 19 वर्ल्ड कप। वहां पे जब, सॉरी मैं T20 बोलते जा रहा हूँ, अंडर 19 वर्ल्ड कप में जब ईशान किशन कैप्टन था, उसमें ऋषभ पंत भी था। दे लॉस्ट टू द वेस्ट इंडीज। आई थिंक अल्जारी जोसेफ वाज इन दैट वेस्ट इंडियन टीम, इफ नॉट मिस्टेकन, और मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा कौन थे, लेकिन वो वेस्ट इंडीज की टीम बहुत तगड़ी थी। आई डोंट नो पूरन एंड दिस गाइज वर देयर, बट दे वर वेरी स्ट्रांग टीम, एंड दे हैड वन दैट अंडर 19 वर्ल्ड कप। दे वर रियली really good, बहुत अच्छे थे। साउथ अफ्रीका आई थिंक दुबई में जीती थी, इफ आई एम नॉट मिस्टेकन, तब रबाडा था। तो yeah, we've seen quite a few players done good at under 19 level, not successful in international level, but we've also seen a lot of players who've been successful also on the international level after the 19 World Cup. Tejas bhai, kaise hain aap? क्या चल रहा है? So everything is good, hopefully. But yeah, looking forward to this tournament. This is the young stars. This is the platform laid for them to do well. They will be noticed 100%. जब especially जब आप semi-final, final stage में आ जाते, in particular India के और पाकिस्तान के players जो है they will be noticed I'm sure, and people will talk about them because फिर IPL में भी उन लोगों का involvement हो सकता है. I think the Kulkarni boy has already been picked, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, like they will be under the scanner in this tournament. Or it's a really good tournament to watch. Agar aap dekhe, so even though it's under 19 level, they're exciting kids, athletic rehte. Yes, it's not an international level, but it's a very good competitive tournament, and it's a tournament that's always been exciting. It's always produced some great games. आप talent भी देख चुके हैं उसमें. जैसा मैं बोला स्टोक्स कोहली उन लोग बड़े बड़े नाम खिलाड़ी खेल चुके हैं ये टूर्नामेंट, तो मे बी इन 5-6 years टाइम जो भी ये टूर्नामेंट से ग्रेजुएट करेंगे they will also play international level. And for teams it's all about developing these youngsters, and this is for them also. If you see for the youngsters, they're under 19, they're kids, they're very excited, they want to win the World Cup. For them this is their main thing. They might not play for the country, they might, but right now they're thinking about this tournament कि भाई ये कैसा जीतना है. तो लेट्स सी व्हाट हैपेंस. ईरान और पाकिस्तान का मैच भी चल रहा है, 1-1 टाई अभी सुपर ओवर होगा. भाई कौन सा मैच चल रहा है भाई? अच्छा वो सॉरी समझ गया मैं. मगर फुटबॉल जो है, फुटबॉल का भी इंडिया आज हार गई 3-0 उज्बेकिस्तान से. दे हैव लॉस्ट दैट गेम. And yeah, unfortunately they're probably out of the Asia Cup, लेकिन it's a good experience for them. ऐसे बड़े tournaments खेलना चाहिए, and they should be exposed to these kind of levels because it's not easy at the international level. So yeah, I mean all the best to them for the last game against Syria, but yes, they have lost today against Uzbekistan. But yeah, also if I'm looking at the Under-19 World Cup tomorrow, looking forward to Afghanistan Bangladesh. इन लोग दो अच्छा खेले, like in recent tournaments, especially Bangladesh Asia Cup अभी जीत चुकी है. They won the Under-19 World Cup last time. It was in South Africa, so they'll be very confident. They'll be very confident going to this game. I think into this tournament, Bangladesh और आपके Afghanistan अच्छा कर चुके हैं ये level पे. They've done well. They've developed some youngsters also, and I'm sure they'll be excited. और ये जो teams आ रहे हैं ये from developing nations, even USA, Ireland, I'm sure they'll also look to fight. They will look to cause some upsets. I think 4 ग्रुप है, उसमें से टॉप 3 क्वालिफाई होंगे सुपर 6 में. आई थिंक 16 टीम्स है, तो फिर वो डिवाइड होगा. सुपर 6 में 6 टीम 12 टीम होंगे, और उसमें से I think top 2 from each group will go into the semi-finals, and that's how this tournament will be. It's a different format compared to last time around, and that's why it is. I think it'll be very exciting in that sense. And like I said, जो पहले tournaments थे बहुत अच्छे थे. They've been really good. I remember last time West Indies में भी अच्छा tournament था. India बहुत अच्छी खेली थी. दूसरी teams England भी अच्छी खेली थी. I think Harry Brook, was it Harry Brook, or there was another player who graduated from that class. Yash Dhul जो आप IPL में देख चुके हैं, he was the captain for India that time around. So yeah, joining me is my co-host. I didn't expect him, but he's there. Hello sir, reporting on duty. How are you doing?
इंडिया की हार देख के बहुत अफसोस हुआ.
हाँ, मैं वो अभी डिस्कस कर रहा था. उज्बेकिस्तान से 3-0 हार गए इंडिया. बहुत अच्छी टीम है यार वो उज्बेकिस्तान की. लाइक
मैं मारा भी तो कौन, फैजुल्ला ही मारा था.
वो टीम, मतलब मैं तो एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा था हारने वाले इंडिया, लेकिन ऑस्ट्रेलिया के खिलाफ बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस था. तो आई थॉट मे बी दे कैन स्नीक अ ड्रॉ और इवन अ विन in this game, but unfortunately
नहीं. अभी तो I mean again it's bad defending, it's inexperience. काफी चीज़ा again ऑस्ट्रेलिया से अच्छा खेले, उज्बेकिस्तान से और अच्छा खेलना था. You have to be a little critical, लेकिन वही है, थोड़ी बैकिंग मिल रही. एवरी ईयर आप देखो इंडिया की, अगर आप फैन फॉलोइंग एटलीस्ट फॉर फुटबॉल थोड़ा ऑन द राइज है, तो वो पॉजिटिव चीज आप ले सकते हैं कि पीपल आर एक्चुअली बैकिंग यू नाउ. बट या देयर स्टिल लेवल्स अवे फ्रॉम अदर पीपल. एंड उज्बेकिस्तान का गेम प्लान अच्छा था. घुस रहे थे, विंग पे डाल रहे थे, क्रॉस कर रहे थे. दे वर टैक्टिकली गुड, डिफेंसिवली ऑलमोस्ट दे आल्सो कंसीडर्ड वंस, बट लाइक फिर भी चलो ठीक है, अच्छा ही था.
अब अच्छी चीज है कि अब इंडिया ग्रास रूट्स पे थोड़ा सा वर्क कर रहे हैं. डोमेस्टिक लेवल पे भी अगर काम कर रहे हैं. अगर आप देखें लाइक ISL और ये सब, इट्स फुल नाउ, राइट? लाइक स्टेडियम्स, इट इज पैक्ड एंड स्टफ. पहले ऐसा नहीं था जब हम लोग छोटे थे, जब इतना फुटबॉल का कोई भी नहीं देखने जाता था.
स्पोर्ट्स पे आता था खाली.
या मोहन बगान उन लोग जब खेलते थे, एम्प्टी था स्टेडियम. तो आई थिंक apart from when it was in Goa and Kerala and stuff, it was
I
not
mean,
that.
जो बंगाल derby थी, that was pretty.
That was big, yeah. Apart from
Gutsi
those two
brothers, ये
cities,
लोग
but
थे. I
now,
mean, Bengal is very like they're
yeah,
very passionate. अपन भी देखते थे कब संजू
yeah,
सैमसन के पीछे है तो like they मतलब बंगाल का थे.
yeah,
संजू
Kerala.
even Kerala, yeah, even
Like, this
Kerala
one
had the
also.
same part. So there are three major states अगर आप overall India की football देखो, it's like Nagaland, the east, northeast.
Yeah.
फिर अपना
Nagaland.
वेस्ट बंगाल हो गया और केरला. तो ये तीन स्टेट्स बहुत ज्यादा इन द बट आप भी हैदराबाद से कि भाई ओवर द ईयर इन हैदराबाद आल्सो देयर हैज बीन अ वेरी लाइक मैसिव चेंज इन टेम्परामेंट. तो देखना पड़ेगा अभी इंडिया को बहुत टाइम लगेगा टू रीच ऑन दोस लेवल्स. एंड बेचारा छेत्री एटलीस्ट इज रिप्रेजेंटिंग इंडिया इन सम सॉर्ट ऑफ वे दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट एज वेल. लेकिन यह बात देखने को मिली कि इंडिया इन टीम्स के अगेंस्ट भी चांस क्रिएट कर सकता है. लाइक 100 ऑस्ट्रेलिया के अगेंस्ट भी अच्छा खेले. इट्स जस्ट क्या बोल सकते हैं इनएक्सपीरियंस है और ओकेजन के टाइम पे आप एकदम राइज करना जरूरी है. यू नीड टू बी अलर्ट. अभी बच्चे भी हैं थोड़े
मगर ये तो हम लोग एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे भाई. मैं एक चीज बोलूं, मैं तो एक्सपेक्ट करता क्रिकेट स्कोर देखने 7-0 8-0. मैं
वो तो बहुत बड़ी
मैं
बात
जब देखता हूँ इंडिया को, मेरे को ऐसा नहीं लगता कि इन लोग compete कर सकते, मगर they actually competed. अगर मैं ऑस्ट्रेलिया गेम देखा, हाफ टाइम 0-0, that's a win. I mean, my thinking is different.
हाँ
I'm
बिल्कुल
like, but I'm looking at it from a more neutral point of view. अगर मैं देखा कि भाई इवन मेरे दोस्त जो लाइक इंडियन नहीं है, उन लोग बोल रहे थे भाई इंडिया अच्छा खेल ली, like 2-0, and they watched the game. They said they actually played well. They were expecting them to lose 5-6-0 because these guys understand Australia is a tough team. ठीक है, वर्ल्ड कप में उन लोग वो लेवल पे नहीं जाते, मगर फिर भी they made round of 16, they made quarter finals before. They understand international level football कैसे. इंडिया को ये exposure नहीं मिलती compared to these other teams. So I think not losing by big margins. ठीक है, आज 3-0 था, लेकिन Uzbekistan is also a very good team. I did some research on them. They're a pretty good team, and Syria is also pretty good also. This is going to be a challenge to the next game, but it's always develop. This will help you. This experience will take you further.
Yeah, but Syria 1-0 against Australia also was an interesting game to watch. I mean, the expect to नहीं करे, but on to the cricket. अब देखो फुटबॉल के तो जान दो, अभी फुट टाइम है. We have a lot of अभी भाई पहले तो ये प्रीमियर लीग वीक सता दे रहा, एक हफ्ता रेंगते फाइनली ऑलमोस्ट वो भी आ गया. बट अंडर 19 वर्ल्ड कप वार्म अप मैचेस जैसे मैं बोला, देखो नहीं के बराबर कितने बारिश कितने नो रिजल्ट्स थे. एंड नाउ लाइक एटलीस्ट इंडिया गॉट वन, आई थिंक वन, राइट, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग, वार्म अप अगेंस्ट श्रीलंका. बट या लॉट ऑफ प्रोस्पेक्ट्स गुड. इट्स ऑलवेज गुड ना अंडर 19 वर्ल्ड कप में आपको उभरते हुए सितारे बोलते ना, लाइक ऑलमोस्ट पीपल आर गोना राइज टू द फेम एंड स्टफ. यू गेट टू सी देम. शुभमन गिल, विराट कोहली, पीयूष चावला, कितने लोगों को यू फाइंड
and you get क्या नाम निकाले पीयूष चावला का. You also get to see people who have
all the same team, right? पीयूष ईशांत इन पूरे एक टीम में थे ना.
कौन पीयूष और कौन?
Like they're from that era. पीयूष, ईशांत शर्मा, विराट कोहली.
Yeah, I think Piyush Chawla might have been a bit before or same. Yeah, he must have been same. He must have been same. But इन लोग जो थे, नहीं मैं क्या बोल रहा था, we've also seen Unmukh Chand. You've also seen like stories that didn't develop. Yashul hasn't developed yet, but you never know. There's still time. But you have seen stories which have not developed. तो मेरे हिसाब से I think this World Cup will give you superstars, but it'll also give you guys who will do really well at this level, but maybe not go and fulfill their potential जाके future में. But पंटर सेम बोल रहे, किस चीज पे सेम बोल रहे? पंटर is here man. मेरे को अलग लेवल का मैं अभी पाइथन से खेल के आया है पैडल, पहली बार जीता
मैं समझा क्या है, क्या बोल रहे भाई. पाइथन पैडल एक सेंटेंस में यूज करने परेशान हो जा रहा हूं मैं.
मैं पहली बार मिला पाइथन से 2 दिन पहले, और सेकंड टाइम खेल रहा हूँ. लास्ट टाइम टाई था, ये टाइम जीता था. बट हाँ, पीयूष चावला या सेम एज विराट कोहली आई थिंक. तो उसमें जडेजा भी था. एंड वो आपको अगर याद है फैज, मलेशिया में था टूर्नामेंट कोलालमपुर में. इट वाज अ सिक टूर्नामेंट ब्रो. इन दैट वन आई थिंक टिम सदी वाज आल्सो देयर, केन विलियमसन, वेन पार्नेल. एंड आई रिमेंबर दैट न्यूजीलैंड टीम जो फील्डिंग करते थे, इवन साउथ अफ्रीका, excellent fielding. And India, क्या नाम था, Pradeep Sangwan, left-handed. He picked up the last wicket. Before the last wicket, Virat Kohli told everyone, shut up, no one celebrates. And when they got the wicket, then they went crazy doing knee slides and everything. That was my, I think, second under-19 tournament. The first one I remember that I watched was India versus Pakistan final. Pakistan मारे 90 या 85 all out. और इंडिया 60 पे गई.
Yeah, I think I remember that match vaguely.
That was crazy because I used
इकबाल
to like.
अब्दुल्ला भी था बोले मनल भाई, इकबाल
हाँ,
अब्दुल्ला भी
इकबाल उकबाल भी था भाई।
इन्हें
मनाना
आईसीएल में से आईसीएल था ना वो जो वहां से निकला था इकबाल अब्दुल्ला भी जो then he got
नहीं
drafted
नहीं,
to
वो
Pakistan.
इब्राहिम खलील है, आप
No,
जो
the
बोल रहे
bowler, the left arm bowler, right? Iqbal Abdullah.
हो। स्पिनर, हाँ।
Yeah, yeah. He was
अजीब
even
भी
in
खेलता।
हाँ पंजाब सुपर 11 में था ना. He was in Punjab Kings 11, Kings 11 Punjab at that time.
बट ही
Yeah,
वाज इन विराट कोहली's बैच, उन्हें भी अच्छा
that's
था।
yeah.
प्रदीप सांगवान था, आई थिंक जडेजा भी था,
RCB
आरसीबी
में
में
था.
था, हाँ। तो वो बहुत जबरदस्त था। बट आई रिमेंबर मेरा वन ऑफ माय फर्स्ट अंडर 19 वर्ल्ड कप 2004 2006 व्हेन इंडिया लॉस्ट टू पाकिस्तान। जब से आई रियली एंजॉय दैट टूर्नामेंट मैन, इट्स अ क्रेजी
Yeah,
टूर्नामेंट।
yeah. Even the Shubman Gill one was good to watch.
क्या बोले?
शुभमन गिल वाला भी अच्छा था जब शुभमन गिल खेल रहा था. That
उसमें
was
तो
fun.
इंडिया सबको क्लीन मारे, क्लीन लाइक
Yeah.
पृथ्वी शॉ
बांग्लादेश
कैप्टन।
से जो बांग्लादेश 2020 वाला वो भी अच्छा था. बांग्लादेश अच्छा फाइटर
हाँ,
थे.
वो भाई लड़ाई हो गई थी फाइनल में। अगर आपको याद है साउथ अफ्रीका में मैच था, वहां पे इंडिया बांग्लादेश का फाइनल था। जायसवाल वाज इन द इंडियन टीम, ही वाज ओपनिंग द बैटिंग इन द सेमीफाइनल्स, ही स्कोर्ड 100 अगेंस्ट पाकिस्तान चेसिंग। उन लोग आई थिंक 10 या 9 विकेट से इंडिया जीती थी सेमीफाइनल, एंड देन फाइनल बांग्लादेश से था, एंड बांग्लादेश वाज चेसिंग। बहुत टाइट हो गया था गेम, थोड़ा अंधेरा भी हो रहा था, एंड देन बांग्लादेश वन, एंड लड़ाइयां गाली गलौज सब चल रहा था। इट वाज वेरी इंटेंस, एंड दैट्स व्हाई बांग्लादेश वर आल्सो, because this tournament was supposed to, as I was saying before you joined, that this tournament was supposed to be in Sri Lanka, but remember they got
Yeah,
suspended during
गवर्नमेंट इशू हो गया था एंड
तो
इसकी वजह से
जब
आईसीसी होल्ड
शिफ्ट
कर
कर
रखी
दिए थे।
थी. Yeah,
So that's why South Africa has hosted the thing, and South Africa has been hosting a lot of ICC tournaments recently. Under 19 women's, they hosted
yeah.
the T20
World Cup,
women's, and now
the
under
World
19,
Cup, Women's World Cup T20,
yeah,
and then also
T20, yeah, women's.
uh, अब ये SA20 भी चल रहा है उनके पास, and also this the under 19 World Cup. So they're smart, like they're making money. Obviously पैसे अच्छा बन रहे तो obviously sponsors तो पूरे अपने वाले रहते हैं, but it's good. I've been enjoying the cricket. वहाँ पे जो लोगों का you know the way they look at the cricket, you know they enjoy their time, आके enjoy करते, family time भी होता, but also they're interested in the cricket and stuff, so it's good
They
vibe
love their
of
cricket. They're very passionate. Like,
yeah.
we know Australia, England are very passionate, but South Africa and New Zealand are not far behind. Like you said,
Yeah.
उन लोग के लिए family day जैसा रहता है, barbecue भी चलता है, ये भी चलता है. They really enjoyed the cricket. Before we move on at the under 19, मैं सुबह फर्स्ट टीवी खोला और मैं युवराज को 2-3 छक्के मारते हुए देखा. फिर I continued watching. सचिन भी मार रहा था छक्के. There was some crazy game going on today, man. I don't know if it's a
I think
charity event.
it was वो maroon jersey में बोल रहे हैं ना.
हाँ
I
हाँ,
think
आज ही था वो
yeah.
सचिन उन
I
लोग.
don't know what that was. Maybe
फर्स्ट मैच था,
परेशान हो
like
गया. Like देख रहा था मैं, रील्स में आ रहा था तेंदुलकर विकेट लिया एक.
किधर था गेम? ग्राउंड मेरे को बहुत जबरदस्त दिखा
पंटर
था.
को
बहुत
मालूम
बड़ा
रहता,
ग्राउंड
हर चीज मालूम रहता. पंटर बोलता भी रुको.
था.
पंटर को हर चीज पंटर को मालूम रहता, बोलता भी पंटर. क्या मैच था वो.
वो मेरे को समझ में नहीं आया मैच क्या था, मगर मैं देख रहा हूँ भाई लेजेंड्स खेल रहे. और उसमें यूसुफ पठान भी एक जबरदस्त कैच लिया था. सचिन 2-3 अच्छे छक्के मारा, एंड देन मुरलीधरन गॉट हिम आउट. शमिंदा वास मैन, ही हैज white hair and everything now. Kalu Tanna is huge now. He's old, like it's crazy, man. We used to watch these guys when we were kids. अच्छा था वो मैच, मगर but yeah, moving on, like this under 19 World Cup, I think a lot to look forward to. Your best, your favorite player, your favorite
Ubed
player.
Shah,
Like,
baby.
my boy. Yeah, his brother is
Shah.
Naseem Shah's brother,
Hunain
right?
Shah, Ubed Shah and Naseem Shah, तीन भाई हैं.
Ubed Shah is pretty fast. We saw him in the Asia Cup, and we saw a bit of clips. You showed me also, I think, on Instagram.
Yeah, we saw one of एक मिनट.
फैस कहीं जा रहे हैं. बट वो अच्छा, लाइक उन्हें अच्छा टैलेंट दिख रहा है उबेद शाह मेरे को. लाइक लेट्स सी हाउ ही डज इन दिस टूर्नामेंट. इन्हें नबी का भी बेटा खेल रहा, राशिद का भी भांजा. वन वर्ल्ड वर्सेस वन फैमिली, वो तो मैं समझ
मोहम्मद
रहा
गजनफर or something. One world versus one family का थे.
That was the teams, but I didn't understand what that match was. I never knew that this match was taking place. मैं randomly खोला तो देखो भाई ये तो legends खेल रहे हैं. Then first I thought I was like high or something. What the hell, like this in the day.
लेकिन अभी भी बहुत अच्छा मेंटेन रख लिया यार अपने आप को. Still looks fit like Sachin. I mean, apart from like कितना टाइम हो गया उसको छोड़ के cricket.
Bowling भी करा उसने.
Yeah, he got a wicket. LBW मिला ना उसको. Simple, he just came and put it like original Tendulkar style. But yeah, it was good. Number 10 jersey देख के थोड़ा nostalgia मार दिया कि अरे Tendulkar 10, that iconic jersey रहती. But yeah, it was fun. थोड़े बहुत आपको glimpses मिलते. But ये legends भी बहुत खेल रहे हैं यार आजकल. समझ में नहीं आ रहा. हर 2 दिन को यूसुफ पठान, इरफान पठान इन पूरे कहीं ना कहीं खेल लेते रह रहे. ओमान, कतर में था एक टूर्नामेंट. अफरीदी इन पूरे खेल लेते.
नमन ओझा भी नहीं छोड़ रहा भाई मैच.
नमन ओझा
नमन ओझल छोड़ता नहीं, he's also
लिए
legend.
नहीं ना, तो अब जो मैच मिल रहा है उन्हें पहन ले रहा है, उसको लिए भी नहीं.
But you don't consider him a legend?
Naman Oja, I mean, for Sunrisers, yeah. For
You still consider him a legend.
yeah, that chase I can't forget.
भाई कैच लिया था उन्हें याद आईपीएल में,
Yeah,
आई थिंक नेहरा की बॉलिंग पे, इट वाज अगेंस्ट केकेआर, वन ऑफ द नॉकआउट मैचेस.
yeah.
बट या आई मीन मूविंग ऑन टू दैट अंडर 19 वर्ल्ड कप, वी टॉक्ड अबाउट उबेद शाह, आल्सो सरफराज का भाई खेल रहा, मुशीर खान,
Mushir
सरफराज
Khan,
खान.
yeah, he's a good. I mean, a lot of even all round like Arshin Kulkarni guy. उसको आज जैक स्कैलिस ऑटोग्राफ दिया.
उन्हें तो
जैक
उसका भाई तो नहीं है, राइट?
नहीं नहीं, वो दूसरा को नमल करके आता है, उसका नाम क्या ही
धवल
कुलकर्णी.
कुलकर्णी.
धवल कुलकर्णी, yeah, नहीं, I don't think.
उन्हें अच्छा ऑलराउंडर, क्लीन मारता उन्हें. अर्शन क्या है, अर्शन
कुलकर्णी,
कुलकर्णी.
Arshin Kulkarni.
Only अच्छा clean marta. So India, like I know they didn't win the Asia Cup, they lost in the semi-finals, but they tend to do well in World Cups. Again, you'll have to keep an eye out on them. I'm backing them to go to the finals. Whether they win or not, I'm not sure. Last time around in South Africa, they had lost the finals. England bhi, there are some players there. Joe Denley का कोई भाई या रिश्तेदार खेल रहा. There is a few good players. England are also finalists from the last World Cup, and they're getting some good youngsters into the team. So their team to watch out for. And don't count out Afghanistan and Bangladesh. Afghanistan की भाई पिछले दो तीन अंडर 19 वर्ल्ड कप्स में बहुत इंप्रूव हो रहे हैं. लाइक आई रिमेंबर नूर अहमद एक खेला था, उन्हें but and they lost the semis, I think, to Australia. And now this time around also there's a very big talent pool from Afghanistan. So don't count them into also in this race, I think. And then let's see, tomorrow is West Indies versus South Africa, and then USA Ireland. There's 2 games tomorrow, so they will be kick-starting, I think, 1:30 Indian Standard Time. So acha रहेगा, it'll be, I'm looking forward to it. What is your like any memory that you remember under 19 World Cup, anything, and what
Under
you're
19 का तो यही है कि वही, I mean, I've not really watched a lot of under 19, but since probably
this you're gonna watch like crazy.
Yeah, this I'll watch because yeah, it's fun to watch. Also, अब तो क्रिकेट में ज्यादा वापस वो इंटरेस्ट थोड़ा और डेवलप हो गया over the time के भाई. Now you want to get up and watch match. Like I was watching Zimbabwe Sri Lanka, वहाँ Luke De Jong जो मारा. We're watching these random matches, but you come to learn about people and you come to know कि भाई अरे भाई ये कौन है, आपको बोलते ना एकदम से सीन पे कैसा आ गया, and then भाई इसकी जर्नी ऐसा था. Like शुभमन गिल का लोगों को नहीं मालूम था. Like one down था before, you were like one of the few people who were used to say one down भी बैट कर सकते. So ऐसी चीज काम में आती है अंडर 19 पे. थोड़ा आप स्काउट फील करते ना, फील लाइक अ स्काउट और समथिंग क्या.
मैं पंडित को लास्ट टाइम बोला था, एक प्लेयर है ये टाइम अराउंड, आई डोंट नो, मगर मैं उसको बोला था टूर्नामेंट से पहले कि एक प्लेयर है, ही इज द नेक्स्ट एबी डिविलियर्स, डेवल ब्रेविस बोल के, और क्या खेला था उन्हें वो टूर्नामेंट में. साउथ अफ्रीका डिडंट विन, बट ओ माय गॉड, ही वाज इनसेन दैट गाय. इवन अगेंस्ट इंडिया ही परफॉर्म्ड आल्सो. ब्रेविस जो मुंबई इंडियंस में, एंड देन मुंबई इंडियंस picked him up and everything. It was crazy. So there will be players which you will really enjoy, and especially it's going to be competitive, so you'll also have players that dominate too, because they're maybe a bit more superior than the other players. I think there's some 15-year-old 16-year-old kids playing too. It's not just going to be like 17, 18, 19-year-olds. There's going to be some really young talent too. तो कल फिर एलन फिर 100 मारेगा. कल है मैच.
वो बंदा कल का, परसों मतलब वो संडे का मैच का बोल रहे. संडे नहीं, कल ही था ना इंडिया का सुपर. हाँ, तो कल ही मारे थे थर्ड T20 में.
फिर मारेगा बोले, कब
फिर मारेगा बोल रहे. या
पॉसिबल अभी
4 T20 भी है. या बिल्कुल. बट फिनालन बहुत अच्छे फॉर्म में है. आई मीन ही इज कम बैक. बाला कटाए बाद से तो उन्हें अलग बैट हल्का दिख रहा, शायद उसको बालों का बोझ से मारा नहीं था, बट ही हैज बीन स्मैशिंग इट. हाँ, ग्राउंड छोटे है बोल सकते हैं आप, लेकिन जैसा मुस्ताक बोल रहे क्लियर कर दे रहा विद सम डिस्टेंस. 100 मीटर के छक्के भी मार रहा. बट पाकिस्तान से यही उम्मीद करना है थोड़ा बहुत, लाइक इफ यू वांट टू सी सम गुड कमबैक एक्शन, दे हैव टू मेक maybe 1 or 2 changes here and there. Like you probably Rizwan should, but it won't happen. Maybe Azam Khan might sit down. But yeah, Babar Azam has to learn to finish. Fakhar probably.
The thing with Azam Khan is, right, like I understand, like he didn't perform yet, but you have to give him a chance, like
yeah 100%.
Because he is talented. Also, first you remember CPL खेल चुका है, उन्हें GT20 भी खेल चुका है. He's played league, so when going to the West Indies, he won't be foreign to the conditions. उसको मालूम है वहाँ पे कैसा रहेगा. And उन्हें एक type player है जो आपको मैच जिता दे सकता out of nowhere, match winner. Even Saim Ayub is like that. He won the CPL final, bro, for his team just now, 5-6 months ago. So these players, I think, need to be backed. Rizwan, look, one of them should play Babar or Rizwan. I agree, I think, and I choose Babar. Magar they have to have these kind of unpredictable players also middle order में जो आके कहीं भी मैच निकाल के हल्लक में से जिता दिए पाकिस्तान को. That will be very important. Don is in the house. What's up, buddy?
Oh, Mushir Khan to look out for in India. Yeah, Mushir bhai.
Sarfaraz का भाई है Donald. Sarfaraz. Don has been following the last few under-19 World Cups for sure. I remember because हम लोग साथ में podcast कर रहे थे मैं और Don, और last time मैं बोला था उनको कि जो बाना था दिनेश बाना जो winning शॉट मारा था. आई सेड ही इज द नेक्स्ट एमएस धोनी, मगर अभी तक तो आया नहीं कहीं भी होने. तो आई डोंट नो.
जिसका वो उन्मक चंद में तो बहुत बिलीव था मुस्तफा को. उन्मक चंद
बिकॉज़ मैं टिल दिस डेट आई थिंक दैट इज द बेस्ट इंडिविजुअल परफॉर्मेंस बाय एन इंडियन प्लेयर इन अ फाइनल. एंड आई वुड
डॉन के तो चलेगा ना अमेरिका को. सेम
भाई उन्हें फैज एक और एक प्लेयर है न्यूजीलैंड का जो अफगानिस्तान का रीजन का है, उसका नाम मैं बोलता हूँ मगर उन्हें इंजर हो गया भाई. ही वाज a player that everyone was watching out. I think he might have been a spinner, but he was of Afghanistan origin, but he's pulled out because of injury, so I don't think he'll be playing for New Zealand.
हेकमत क्या है? रहमान हेकमत.
रहमान
हेकमत. अरे तो नहीं खेलने वाला है उन्हें.
नहीं, मैं आईसीसी का उस पे देखा तो he said he won't be, he's injured but he's going to, but he is meeting the players and stuff. He met the Afghanistan players and all that. तो मेरे को जो last update मिला, he's not playing, but he's someone to watch out. He was supposed to be someone to watch out for. भाई वर्ल्ड कप ऑक्शन के पहले रहना था, बच्चों को कॉन्ट्रैक्ट मिल सकता बिल्कुल, मगर वही है कि लोग ओवर एक्साइटेड हो जाते हैं अंडर 19 प्लेयर्स के साथ and then they don't get that benefit. So maybe for teams it's okay, and the end of the day it's okay, but these kids, like we said, 50% of them will do really well. Not 50%, maybe 20%, and then not everyone will reach that level, but whoever does go on to play India and things,
I mean it's like the first step of fame, and then उसके बाद जो main वाला आता है उसको handle करने बहुत कम लोग आ रहते हैं. But again आजकल you have so much opportunity with these leagues, domestic leagues, BBL, IPLs, or not even that. Even if you like, even in a Ranji thing, you make decent amount of you can still make a comeback, right? So I mean, like Sarfaraz, he's still making noise in the Ranji circuit, right? So I think
that is very important कि आप जो अंडर 19 के बाद जो ट्रांजिशन रहता है फर्स्ट क्लास क्रिकेट में, वो बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट रहता है. एंड यू हैव टू परफॉर्म देयर इन डोमेस्टिक लेवल, देन यू कम टू आईपीएल, यू परफॉर्म देयर एंड यू मेक इट टू द इंडियन टीम. तो ऐसे लास्ट वर्ल्ड कप का कोई प्लेयर नहीं जमा ना अब तक इंडियन टीम में तो नहीं जमा, लेकिन Yashul played a bit for Delhi. I think Hungrekar played a bit for Chennai. Apart from that, I don't remember if anybody played. Also, man, this guy Shivam Mavi and Nagarkoti, they smashed everybody in that. वही Prithvi Shaw, Shubman Gill के साथ थे उन लोग. They smashed everybody. They were getting wickets for fun in that World Cup, and then they've just got injury prone, man, the whole time. अब Mavi
IPL, he was there for Delhi Daredevils, no? Unmuk Chand, the first season.
Yeah, got destroyed.
He got smashed. Yeah, well, he didn't like. He got out a lot. So and then
bold.
Bold, yeah. Even I remember. I think one innings he was. ऐसा लग रहा था मारने वाला, फिर deep mid wicket पे कहाँ की पकड़े उसको.
Prithvi Shaw को भी, would you consider him a success? He played India very quickly, but then after that he's left the boat. He actually played India, all formats he's played for India. Prithvi Shaw.
Yeah, T20 खेला था last, and then he played Test also. He's played. England में भी खेल रहा था. I think still he made something out of his career, right? Like still in Delhi Capitals, he's still there. So there's like some kind of a fear for him. But again, it's on him at this point now. It's on him. Like if you don't get a good string of games, he's got more than a good string of games. But unfortunately, he just not. Brett Lee first ball कहते हैं.
Yeah, I remember that. He's doing small ads in America, but according to Fez, he's going to be the captain of America in the team.
Yeah, that's what you were saying, right? We're going to be the captain of the American team. I don't know.
That's what you were saying.
Yeah, that's what I read. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. ख्वाब में थोड़ी आएगा कि उन्हें
captain. I hope he would be. भाई कनाडा में एक प्लेयर है हर्ष ठक्कर बोल के, उन्हें खेलने वाला है वर्ल्ड कप. पर उसने कैच ड्रॉप करा सेमीफाइनल में, 100 मार दिया हमारे 200 चेस कर दिया.
यार वो पंटर आउट करा रहा था.
अभी उन्हें खेलने वाला है इंडिया के खिलाफ, बदला लेंगे पंटर के लिए रोहित शर्मा. वो बोल देंगे रोहित शर्मा को, इसको मारो, जो सबको छोड़ो उसको मारो.
हर्ष ठक्कर बोलना.
हाँ, उसको बोल देंगे रोहित को.
Remember the name.
Fez has connections in the Indian team, direct connections.
अरे भाई वो भी आरसीबी में आ रहा है सुनने. भाई नहीं गलत सुन रहे आप, वो भी है.
वो भी रणजी ट्रॉफी में बेहतरीन खेला भाई.
Crazy.
अभी पिछले मैच में. It's good to see him in the test arena. I mean,
Yeah.
red ball arena. He's done really. He did well in his comeback, but Bhuvi's done, bro. I don't know how long he can prolong this. We need to find a replacement.
Yeah, that's where I like even Bhuvi for Natarajan also, like he can give competition to Arshdeep, but banda injured रहता. अगर अच्छा he had a good Yorker on him, he can bowl a decent death over as well. But Natarajan के ऊपर भी थोड़ा अफसोस होता है कि भाई he can still, he's I think still like what 26 27, but he needs to make a comeback, like a good comeback. इस bowlers अवाल उमरान है सबसे बड़ा मेरे आए उसमें तो I can't wait if he comes back is able to bowl good line and length. उमरान मलिक के लिए रुका हुआ हूँ मैं.
Yeah, I think उन्हें थोड़ा distracted हो गया. ठीक है, उसको like management भी बराबर use नहीं करी last time around. They also were inconsistent with his selection. लेकिन he also whenever he played fast, you remember he was not bowling that well.
Yeah.
वो कलकत्ता game भी जो Harry Brook 100 मारा था, we almost lost that game. He was really expensive. So it's about getting those line lengths right. He was so good the year before. जो वो राशिद खान जो जिताया था गुजरात को. वो season वाला, but the Sunrisers, 4-5 wins on the trot because of Umran Malik. I remember that spell to Shreyas Iyer. Even that Gujarat game, he picked up 4-5 wickets. Unlucky that Jansen got smacked. It's not his fault, but he needs to come back. But that's what I'm saying. Like now under 19 World Cup, some of these guys won't come from here, but there will be a lot of players that will arrive from this tournament, and this is just the start. For these kids right now, they're doing a lot of Instagram reels and stuff, but I'm sure they're very excited for the
हर
tournament.
कोई डाल रहे, वो तो चिढ़ा रही थी मैं कोई दो कि हर कोई देखा फोन के साथ यूं नाच ले रहा कर ले रहा, बट yeah, it's just 19 at the end of the day, तो वो तो सब रहता सबको.
Not even.
Huh?
Like not even 19. Like some of them are 17.
Yeah, it's not like 16, 17. That's also you. I mean, you get a little excited and stuff, and which is
What
like
do you think about Rahul Dravid's rule that he made when he was coach of under 19? कि भाई अब एक बार खेल लिया under 19 खत्म. Even if you're eligible, that's it. You have to move on to first class cricket. You can't play. So basically, if you're 17 and you play, then you can't play when you're 18, even though you're eligible ICC wise. But for India, you cannot play. But whereas we've seen before, I think Pakistan, Afghanistan, they played players twice at least in the.
I mean, if you look at it one way, it's like हाँ भाई चलो, he's right in a way, दूसरों को chance मिलना, but that doesn't like sort of weaken your team. अगर आप देख रहे, if you want to win the under 19 thing, now are you looking at under 19 to win it, or are you looking at it to just talent hunt and move on? It's that how you look at it. I would say even if you're like 17, he might come back stronger next year and try to win the World Cup, right? Like at the end of the World Cup है under 19 and कुछ भी ना दो. I wouldn't mind अगर उन्हें 2 बार खेले या 3 बार खेले, because इट्स आपकी नजर कैसी है. अगर आप सिर्फ टैलेंट हंट करना आज इन्हें चलेगा इन्हें नहीं चलेगा, छाटना चावल छाटना बोलते हो, चावल में बीज आते हो निकालने, तो ठीक है, बट अगर देन दैट रूल डजंट मेक सेंस. अगर आप जीतना चाह रहे, बिकॉज फिर भाई एक एक्सपीरियंस हो जाता है, थोड़े बहुत एक्सपीरियंस प्लेयर्स शुरू हो जाते हैं अंडर 19 वर्ल्ड कप के टीम में, राइट. अगर 15-16 का है, चलो 19-18 का है तो भी यू कैन स्टिल से हाँ भाई एक साल में क्या ही उखाड़ लेगा मे बी, बट 16-17 ये तो बहुत यंग एज है, यहाँ पे हम नर्चर कर सकते हैं स्टफ लाइक दैट, एंड दे विल बी स्ट्रॉन्गर द नेक्स्ट टाइम दे कम मे बी.
Yeah. I think his point is कि भाई like एक बार खेल लिया खत्म, now you have to develop into thing, give other people a chance, let them compete and think. But yeah, like
what he probably knows better than all of us obviously combined, but like I'm just saying what I feel they're not understanding is वहाँ रांची को पहुंचने भी भाई बहुत जूते घिसना पड़ता है. Like it's not the easiest thing. लोग like the way the system is, the process, it's not like आप इतना भी आप uncorrupted तो बहुत गलत word, but it's very पापड़ बेलना पड़ता technically to get to that level also, right? Like we know people who are trying since like कब से बेचारे, but they're still not getting an opportunity. Something is the problem. They can't pay for their own state के लिए नहीं खेल पाते, so it's like that.
Yeah,
a lot of issues.
Tomorrow, like I'm looking forward to seeing South Africa, because last time we saw Brevis come out of that, and I want to see if they have more players. These guys have a lot of talent. I remember West Indies also won World Cup. They beat India in the final. That was when Ishan Kishan was captain, and Pant was also playing in that team. I think Pant was the keeper. Ishan Kishan was the captain that time round. But West Indies also had some really good players at that time too. I don't know if Puran was there, but I remember Alzari Joseph was there, and a couple of fast bowlers they had. दुबई में जो जीते थे शायद. तो कल वो अच्छा मैच रहेगा. अब इंडिया का यही है कि I think they're playing Bangladesh, right? First game.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's going to be 16 teams. Then top 3 from each group will go into Super Sixes divided into
under 19 women's क्या बोले
T20
टेम्पलेट
वाला, हाँ,
है. So yeah,
weird.
you get yeah 6 फिर 6 पर 12 होगा, 6 qualified top 4 into the semi-final, like top 2 of each group direct semi-finals.
हैदराबाद के आप दोनों अपने
वो
4 ओवरसीज पिक
ये
बताओ.
सबसे toughest question है वर्ल्ड का. आई मीन मे बी मुस्तफा भाई हैज इट रेडी पे कर इस तरीके से दिख रहे हैं, बट मेरे वही है कि पैट कमिंस एंड ट्रेविस हेड हैव टू वॉक इन. उसके बाद हेनरिक क्लासन probably in मार्करम. That will be my 4.
Yeah, I think that will be my 4 also, and then rotate it like when required according to the conditions. If you need a
I
spin,
think
so
आप बैंगलोर में वनिंदु को खिलाओ because spin like he can save
नहीं भाई,
and
मगर लाइक वही है कि लाइक बैंगलोर में छोटा भी ग्राउंड है, वो भी लाइक
I
वो
mean
हो
he
सकता है,
played
बट
there,
या
he
लाइक
had experience and
oh
वैसा
yeah,
बोल रहा
depending on the pitch. If the pitch is conducive to spin, that's when you can play a spinner. Also,
हूँ.
Glenn
लखनऊ.
Phillips is an option. Like, you know, if Klaasen has an injury or if he's not performing or if Markram is not performing, Glenn Phillips is also he can play either the Klaasen role or he can play the Markram role because he can bowl and he can keep too.
Jansen,
Look at it. So he no Phillips, Glenn
Phillips,
Phillips.
okay.
And then Jansen, if Pat Cummins needs a rest, you can play Pat Cummins. One thing that I think is very important, these 4 start, in my opinion, because they're the best players. I think Travis and Pat Cummins walk into the team, not because of the price tag, because of
Especially in
what
Ahmedabad.
they have to understand is that if you need to rotate the team, if you need to sit Pat Cummins, don't worry about it. Like, don't worry
Yeah.
about the price tag because that was allocated to you. इतना पैसा था आपके वॉलेट में, इसलिए आप खर्चे. अगर उतना पैसा नहीं था तो उन्हें नहीं जाता था 25 करोड़ में, और इतना अगर ऑप्शंस लैक नहीं हो रहे थे, there was a lot of options, then he wouldn't have gone for that much money. So to take the price tag out of it, if they're not performing, you got to be like Mumbai Indians. I think IPL is more corporate system. We can't think about कि like अरे भाई उसको कैसा बिठाएंगे. भाई बिठा दो कोई. आप वार्नर को तो घर में बिठा दिए थे. So I don't mean like don't play him because of performance, but like you should rotate the squad because it's a long tournament.
बजट इश्यूज बोल के नहीं बोलना, लाइक बजट है बजट नहीं है. आई मीन इन टर्म्स ऑफ प्राइस टैग देख के जैसा आप बोल रहे हैं, वो डोंट मेक दैट अ बिग प्रॉब्लम एंड ओवर रन द प्लेयर एंड यू नो अननेसेसरी जगह पे आप बता रहे हैं.
Conditions and like freshness of the player, and you know, if you need to rotate, you can rotate. That's what I mean, because you have
अहमदाबाद में तो जरूरी है दोनों खेलना, ट्रैविस हेड और बैट.
yeah.
अहमदाबाद में तो जरूरी है.
In general, these are the 4 which will play. Markram, देखो अब captain कौन रहेगा? If Markram is the captain, then his will be fixed initially, but then you know again there will be pressure on his performance because they already have Pat Cummins ready-made captain. But also Pat Cummins has not really done something which has taken the IPL by storm, right? Apart from one crazy innings with the bat, even that उन लोग हार गए थे. He hasn't done crazy. His average economy.
Yeah, IPL अभी T20 circuit में तो yeah, you probably can say that because again in T20 I think it's more pace dependent as well, and Pat Cummins can still get the hit. I'm not going to be surprised if he gets hit. It's not like he's the bowler with like a Brett Lee or like a Mark Wood kind of a pace, but yeah, he has experience which he brings to the table and he can bat a bit चलता. बट आज अपना एक तो ऑरेंज आर्मी वाला मार दिया सेंचुरी वेस्ट इंडीज के खिलाफ 119. आई मीन वो जोसेफ अच्छा है यार, वो इतना प्यारा बोलर है यार, हंसते रहता
भाई
है.
उन्हें एलबीडब्ल्यू था, वो स्टूपिड अंपायर कॉल बचा दिया ट्रेविस हेड को सुबह सुबह. लाइक वो मैं देख रहा था, दे वर 5 डाउन, इट वुड हैव बीन 6 डाउन आफ्टर एन ओवर. But Travis Head, like, I don't understand, man. If he's hitting the stumps, just give it out. Like, you know, umpires call kiss.
Yeah, umpires call का बहुत weird logic है. It's like there's an imaginary fourth stump रहता कहते, वो fourth stump को लगे तो वो umpires call बोलते कहते. I don't know something.
Did you see how they banned Mitchell Marsh twice? So basically, first edge it was standard third slip. Then he wore a helmet. He came a bit closer. It dropped just short of him. Then it just dropped short of him again. He came closer. Then the last time he came very close, and then he took the catch. Greaves took the catch. I think it was an incredible catch. And West Indies were in it, man. They were in it, especially if Travis Head was giving up.
Travis Head would have been a different game. Batting बेचारों की बहुत weak है. Hazelwood, man, again 8 wickets ले लिया अभी तक उन्हें. 4 innings, 4
bowler. He is outstanding, man.
It's crazy. Like he knows.
Modern day Glenn McGrath. क्या बोलते?
नहीं बहुत नहीं, मैग्रा तो अलग लेवल था. Like उसकी accuracy का लेवल अलग था मैग्रा की. And fitness.
इन्हें भी क्या कम है भाई.
बहुत कम है. पैट कमिंस के उतना कम है उन्हें.
भाई T20 वर्ल्ड कप, वनडे वर्ल्ड कप, टेस्ट भी जीत गया.
बट बॉलिंग क्वालिटी की बात अगर मैं करूँ तो
आईपीएल भी जीत गया, राइट?
कौन हेजलवुड?
हाँ.
किसके साथ जीता?
चेन्नई के साथ नहीं जीता. जीता शायद नहीं.
चेन्नई में था उन्हें. था शायद।
हाँ यार, वो जो लोग कैलकाटा को मारे थे फाइनल, उन्हें नहीं था पंडरकिन थिंग, आई थिंक ही वाज देयर, आई नो ही प्लेड फॉर चेन्नई, आई डोंट नो इफ ही वन, बट आई थिंक ही वन, इफ ही डिड विन ब्रो, maybe
Yes, he
yeah,
won. So I think
Magra lost,
RCB, yeah, RCB में तो कुछ नहीं करा वो
Magra
तो मतलब
lost with Delhi Daredevils.
McGraw was at the end of his career in Delhi Daredevil, like he
Of
was
course, he had
almost
Mohammad Asif and him opening the bowling, and then
yeah,
Parvez Maroof one down. Like,
yeah,
tell
one
me a
one.
better bowling
Yo
attack.
Mahesh था उसमें, Yo Mahesh.
Yeah, Yo Mahesh, Pradeep Sangwan, क्या टीम थी, अमित मिश्रा, I just
Yeah,
speak.
yeah, and they had good jersey, black and red.
गौतम गंभीर, वीरेंद्र सहवाग, दिलशान, AB de Villiers.
वरना भी नहीं जीते. It's not just McGraw. It's not just McGraw. Uh, but
AB de
again,
Villiers
he
हो
was
गया
different.
पंटर. AB de
Get
Villiers को do you think AB de Villiers overrated?
No, not overrated, but I think I mean he's trophy-less, right? वही होता ना भाई, अब वो आप बेस्ट इन द वर्ल्ड डिफिनेशन कैसा देता है, हर आदमी का अलग रहता. लाइक आप ट्रॉफीज के बेसिस पे देते, आप इंडिविजुअल स्टैट्स के ऊपर देते, आप सेंचुरीज, 50s, गेम चेंजिंग इनिंग्स के ऊपर देते, चेसेस या फिनिशेस. बहुत अलग चीज है, हर आदमी का एक अलग अलग ओपिनियन रहता, आपका अलग रहता, पंटर का अलग होगा. सो इट्स लाइक दैट, आई थिंक.
तो आप क्या बोलते हैं?
I mean, De Villiers was fantastic. I mean, he was amazing, but yeah, I mean, he's not like the greatest of all time for me.
अकेले बंदा क्या करेगा, और अकेले, अब अल्लाह माफ करो, उसमें डेल स्टेन
मैगरा
था.
को बोल रहा जी.
हाँ?
मैगरा को बोला.
तो
लेकिन
मगरा
अब
भी
देखो पंटर अकेला बंदा, देखो जैसा हर्ष ठक्कर है,
भाई,
उन्हें 100
मोहम्मद
मार के
आसिफ था दूसरे एंड
हर्ष ठक्कर
पे.
जैसा 100 रन मार के जिताया, देखो भाई, अकेला बंदा.
Mohammad Asif was, is, for me, one of the
Yeah,
best bowlers.
he could have it. Yeah.
Bro, he was, he अंदर खुड़ा तीर मतलब क्या, he was, it was just that, भाई अंदर वाला बॉल, भाई आप बोलो, आपको याद है
He
लाहौर
said
में
he
पिंडी
did
में
an
जो मैच
interview.
था.
Remember interview में बोला था उन्हें, I was the only bowler जो कर सकता था kind of अंदर लेके
भाई,
बाहर.
let's go YouTube right now, see how he got Sehwag out in Pakistan, and then
I
go and
remember.
see Australia के against पर इंग्लैंड में जो मैच था.
Yeah.
No, ABD for not winning any cups. भाई अल्लाह का
Yeah.
खौफ करो, उसके साथ डेल स्टेन था, उसके साथ फाफ डुप्लेसी था, मॉर्ने मॉर्कल था,
No,
इमरान
ABD
ताहिर
not, no,
था.
he's saying for not winning cups, he doesn't. I think he doesn't consider him the greatest. I think is what
No,
Panther
he's
is saying.
so mean. अकेले बंदा क्या करेगा? No, ABD
Oh,
for not winning any cups.
no, man, ABD had it in the bag, bro. Like screw that, he could have won it, bro. Like RCB को तक नहीं जीता है, I don't know.
भाई आरसीबी में बंदे नहीं है, बोल रहे क्रिस
RCB
गेल, विराट कोहली, केएल
हमारे
राहुल,
प्लेयर देख के हम खेलो बोले तो भी नहीं जीता अपना.
भैया हम लोग घुस के मारे भाई. उन्हें आउट किसको हुआ? विपुल शर्मा को
क्या
आउट हुआ
विपुल
था.
शर्मा, he has a statue now, राजीव गांधी में बन रहा है.
अरे खौफ करो यार, क्या हो रहे हैं यार, नो भाई अकेले
पंटर
कैसा
का
था
कुछ भी हो रहा ना, वो कैडिलैक लगे जब से हो गया मसला.
भाई वो भाई उसका आरसीबी टीम स्टैक था, उसका दिल्ली टीम स्टैक था, उसका साउथ
He had
अफ्रीका
all the teams in the yeah.
साउथ
Shabbat,
अफ्रीका की टीम स्टैक था.
Shabbat.
मैं एक चीज बोलता हूं, मगर वो जो सेमीफाइनल था न्यूजीलैंड के खिलाफ,
Yeah,
बारिश पड़ी थी उसमें,
yeah.
बारिश पड़ी थी एंड साउथ अफ्रीका थोड़ा स्लो हो गए थे, मगर बारिश नहीं पड़ी भी तो चौक होते थे भाई. मकलम क्या मार रहा था वो दिन. मकलम वाज क्रेजी, बट यस दे वर अनलकी दैट सेमीफाइनल.
ये सेमीफाइनल में क्या था फिर, सबरे शमसी लाके रख दिया था हाथ में जरे में.
ये सेमीफाइनल में दे वर ऑलवेज बिहाइंड द 8 बॉल अगेंस्ट न्यूजीलैंड. they were smashing it, and then बारिश पड़ गई थी तो थोड़ा
लैंस ल्यूसन को क्या हुआ था?
वो पागल आदमी भाग गया था, राइट, एलन डोनाल्ड.
तो I mean South Africa का, but again AB de Villiers, even if not for South Africa, he could have won it for RCB. That you can't give an excuse.
यस इन लोग बहुत होशियार है. सो विराट कोहली को ब्लेम कर रहे थे, पंटर ये वो पूरे दोस्तां मेरे, हमारी दोस्तां की फैन जो म्यूचुअल दोस्त हैं,
Yeah, of course, अभी तक करते हैं.
एबी को सब साइड में रखते, नहीं बोलते कुछ भी, अच्छा इंसान है.
I agree, AB de Villiers cricket technique, quality, अभी format में मारा करा उखाड़ा क्या है. He has nothing to show for it. He's like Tottenham.
Yeah, but his talent is outstanding. I mean, there's no
incredible. Rugby, tennis, basketball, swimming, cricket, हर चीज
And I
खेलता.
still remember Dale Steyn को जो मारा था उन्हें चिन्ना स्वामी में.
कुत्तों के ऐसे मारा था भाई, कुत्तों के.
And Dale Steyn is one of the best bowlers that I've seen.
हाँ, आरसीबी के लिए चिन्नस्वामी पनौती है सबसे. आरसीबी का ग्राउंड बहुत बुरा है भाई. मैं तो गया था वर्ल्ड कप में. इट्स अ वेरी बैड ग्राउंड चिन्नस्वामी. लाइक छोटा है, It's
I
like
lo-
old
I
school.
loved it, but I went like 13 years ago.
आप गए जब आईपीएल शुरू शुरू हुआ था ना, इट
हाँ.
वाज ऑल रेनोवेटिंग, अभी वो पुरानी चीजें हैं अभी तक उनका, एक ही एंट्रेंस, दो तीन एंट्रेंस है पूरा राउंड, इट्स लाइक वेरी स्मॉल, गंदा। दे नीड टू मेक चेंज। अब देखेंगे राजीव गांधी में करे चेंजेस, वील गो एंड सी दैट आउट वेरी सून, होपफुली इन लाइक 6 years. But yeah, overall, yeah. But for Shamar Joseph, what a debut, 5 for 94, brilliant story भी आप भेजे मेरे को, आज पढ़ा मैं थोड़ा बहुत उसका,
बहुत
wood
incredible story है.
cutter था, क्या क्या की करता था, and then he came to another city.
Almost मर गया था, झाड़ गिर गया था उस पे.
झाड़ गिर गया था सरे में उसके ऊपर।
And then he went, became a security guard.
या सिक्योरिटी गार्ड बना, फिर बैट खरीदते गया था फॉर जस्ट बिफोर द मैच, तो उसको पहचाने नहीं कोई, तो इज लाइक यस अभी कोई पहचानते नहीं मेरे को, फिर निकलेस क्या खरीदने गया था आई थिंक। तो इट वाज गुड के भाई, एंड अगेन ऑलवेज स्माइलिंग, ऑलवेज लाइक, एंड ही अपेरेंटली उन्हें बॉल बाजू रख के सोता, उठते की पहली चीज ग्रिप करता है, स्टफ सच फन इनसाइड what a cricket.
And first, the guy who wrote the story is our friend Bharat Sundaresan.
Nice guy.
We met him as well this time around. We got the pleasure to speak to him also quite a few times. And
he's a very nice guy, very
he
humble.
joined us on Twitter Spaces too. So he wrote it really well. That story अच्छा था cricket बस पे. My first IPL match in stadium was Punjab versus Mumbai. UV भाग के run out कर दिया and won and got booed at Wankhede. Yeah, that was a crazy game. मैं याद है मैं स्कूल से आया था जब I had like I think football coaching or something like that. Like I came a bit late and it was a day game, so it was finishing the game and the punter was right run out करके भागा था and he got booed because I mean honestly like if you see like because cricket is it's very young sport, as IPL is very young, so we might see it in the future, but like you see football, like yesterday I was watching Blackpool versus Nottingham, and Blackpool fans were there and they're supporting the team, and nobody cares about Blackpool anymore. We only saw them in the Premier League 1 year or something, but they have their fans. Go to Sunderland, you still have their fans, when they're playing Newcastle in the FA Cup, it was full. That is
they don't care about star. They don't care about stardom. They care more about his city.
वो भी I'm stretching it. Like just see the Premier League itself. You see the bottom clubs. They have like full stadiums. So I wish that cricket goes to that level where it's more.
Everton का सोच लो ना भाई, Everton के 10 पॉइंट पहले निकले, फिर अब कितने की पॉइंट निकले. So I think in that also it's like it's good कि भाई
And everyone says RCB fans, they're so loyal that they never win, but they're always there. They come to Chinnaswamy pack. But you tell me, who wouldn't come to see Virat Kohli, AB de Villiers, Chris Gayle?
Yeah,
I'm right. Where it should be packed is
the day Virat Kohli leaves and like a few others, whoever's like Maxwell leaves, then tell me how many people will come.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like it's
वो
not
ग्राउंड
only.
पे धोनी को ला धोनी भी आ जाता, like I mean that's the thing, right? Like in Hyderabad जब विराट कोहली का आया था लास्ट टाइम, इट वाज मैड मैन, एवरीबॉडी वाज वेयरिंग आरसीबी जर्सीज इन हैदराबाद, इतना ऐसा लग रहा था अवे गेम में है, होम में रह के, तो बहुत बुरा दिख रहा था वो, कह रहे भाई क्या है अपने सिटी को, अब लोगों को बोले नहीं हम विराट के पट्टे, यार बैगन के बाल, विराट का क्या पट्टे है, हैदराबाद के, तुम कहाँ रहते, बोल तो नया चलता हो यार, एक दिन माफ बोल यार, ये क्या है, बोले पता.
It's like basketball. It's like a star-oriented culture. Like you support your player rather than the team. In the beginning, also KKR के आधे fans क्यों थे? Because Shah Rukh Khan owner था. It was nothing to do with like.
No, but the team was also stacked, like Shoaib Akhtar and अंदर में मूर्ति कौन थे यार उधर.
Yeah, मगर कौन थे वो? Like उनकी following उतनी नहीं थी जितना.
But बोलो ना, IPL अगर the day they allow someday, hopefully very far, I think still, but if they allow Pakistan, it'll be fun, man. Like it'll be so.
Who was your favorite Pakistan player in the IPL first season?
First season, Shahid Afridi, man. When he was in Hyderabad, man, what do you expect? That was like, because in Hyderabad he has a huge fan following, and भाई आप अपने कितने दोस्त हैं और शाहिद भाई ऐसा बोलते हैं, अपने actual भाई हो. And it's just his aura of smashing it, and that we've seen very rare occasions maybe, but like he smashed it, right? Sharjah वारजा में फोड़ दिया, कभी एक T20 मैच में फोड़ दिया, कभी ये कर दिया. So like when he was coming and like had Deccan Chargers का डाल के पूरा जबरदस्त feeling थी वो.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, of course, I was very excited supporting them. But a guy who took me by surprise, I think he was the best Pakistani player to the IPL. Huh?
Umar Gul.
No, Sohail Tanveer.
Sohail, oh, भाई उसका एक्शन नहीं समझ सकते थे लोग. 6 for 14.
Purple cap था, right? या कुछ तो था उन्हें.
Purple cap, 6 for 14. I think it was 26 wickets. man, but
he wasn't my favorite. Like I don't even understand his action.
Impact, yeah.
But like the way he played, he hit the winning runs also. I think.
Yeah, I think in one game he must have done something. But
On
like, I
the
remember
six,
the first 6 to 15, 6 to 14 now. Yeah, Shoaib Akhtar in the first game, man. Brendan McCullum versus him.
no,
Sorry,
no, he was in I know what you game you're talking about. Delhi Capitals versus KKR.
KKR, yeah. No, the
Uh,
first game of IPL was, I think, RCB versus KKR
KKR.
also.
Yeah, Shoaib Akhtar was bowling to Delhi. I think they were defending 137, 138 उन्हें 3 wicket लिया था. And Eden Gardens chanting his name. The same Eden Gardens who kept dead silence when he got Sachin and Dravid out on his debut. Remember, like in Eden Gardens. I don't know if it was debut or his first game in India. And the same Eden Gardens chanting his name 100,000 वो time पे था शायद, and it was so loud.
Yeah, that's how IPL one उठा के कभी भी देख लो आप लोग, like that IPL. I mean, it sucked for us personally,
Yeah,
but
it was bad
it was
for us.
so
But
much
like it
fun.
was so good.
Like, ऐसा नहीं था कि कोई concert बड़ा हो रहा, अब तो ऐसा सेरेमनियां डाल दिए वो वो just शंकर
वो
एहसान
भी
लाल
ceremony class थी मगर पहली वाली.
Yeah, like शंकर एहसान लाल को एक ऊपर काके डाल दिए थे and झूम बराबर झूम गा के खत्म कर दिए थे. Like, it was nothing big.
और भी उन्हें क्लाइम करके कहाँ दिल्ली स्टेडियम में, हर स्टेडियम में कोई ओपनिंग था.
Yeah, Jack Scalise का कितना है? Jack Scalise भी जबरदस्त.
And you remember each team had their video, music launches. उसमें ऋतिक रोशन मुंबई के उसमें, शाहरुख खान केकेआर के उसमें है. हैदराबाद में कोई भी नहीं था शायद, but like you know they had their launches.
शान था जी अपने पास, शान गाना गाया था.
वो सेकंड ईयर में आया था उन्हें, because फर्स्ट ईयर बहुत वो बेकार था.
अरे नहीं, I mean देखो, that's nothing to do with the players. I mean their politics है, वो अलग चीज है, sports अलग चीज है. I think it'll be fun अगर आप just go back to that IPL. It's reminiscing good times and stuff. But again, there's other stresses in the world, so why comment on? But yeah, it was epic, that IPL and stuff. देखो, other domestic leagues in the world, you see it's fun, right? When you see everybody play together, it's just good vibes. Rashid Khan अभी यहाँ पे कैसा जबरदस्त in action है, Afghanistan में नूर अहमद these guys, so you get to learn from them as well. Overall.
The SA20 game also happened today.
Yeah, Will Jacks, man, he smashed it.
He got off to a crazy start, and it was crazy. It was him and Phil Salt opening the batting against Reece Topley, so it was all England affair. But they went off to a flyer and got 200 plus. In the end, Maharaj almost kept the team in the game with his, some sixes, but yeah, it wasn't to be. So that was it was a good game of cricket, and there's some good games coming up as well. India England Test series tomorrow under 19. SA20 overall has been really good. IL T20 भी sure आपका favorite tournament.
याद है आप फर्स्ट सीजन में तो कोई आए नहीं, शाहरुख खान आया तो थोड़े लोग आके वो मैच देखने को उसको देख के चले गए थे, और आधे लोग
और मैं पहुंचा उसके बाद, हम लोग प्लान था वही जाने के लिए.
Yeah, David Warner is going to, and I don't know David Warner's playing. Yeah, I think he's going to play there, and there's Nicholas Puran भी रहने वाला है, तो maybe थोड़ा बहुत they'll try to lift it, but yeah, वो weather में खेलना भी बहुत like it's a little bit difficult. अभी तो भी it's like I think what 30, 35 there, 30 or something in the evening at least. So खेले वैसा तो जगह है नहीं, वो it's too hot, man.
Yeah, I think January still should be decent. Usme David Warner, I think Moeen Ali is going to shift also. He's going to come. Puran is already there. So there are some players over there. But yeah, I just feel that now there'll be a split. So whatever tournament you want to watch. I only like the SC20 because the crowd is packed and they're each supporting their clubs. They're supporting their franchise. You saw Sunrise is full tha. Not every ground is full, but more often than not, more people come. And Dubai, again, like, there's a lot of immigrants there, but it's not like a traditional cricket kind of culture, right? So that's why running a league there, unless you bring Indian Pakistan players playing together, it's a bit difficult to get that full crowd over there. Whereas South Africa is more traditional, then you have all the main South African players playing. So, of course, it's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's also interesting to see T10 league कहाँ करने वाले, इंडिया में करने वाले, या maybe Dubai or something like that. But T10,
Saudi, yeah. Saudi's investing apparently. Yeah, they're also investing.
कोड करे उल्ला तो.
Yeah. But वही अगर आप like वो level players लेके आएगा top, like top से top, basically Indian Pakistan players at least the Indian players can attract any crowd anywhere. If you have
Yeah.
Virat Kohli playing, he can like आप चांद पे भी
मैं तो
रखो
भाई
मैच.
इसलिए तो like न्यूयॉर्क में पिचा ड्रॉप कर दे रहे उसके लिए, so it's gonna be fun to see.
उन्हें उन्हें लाइक उसको फायदा सबको है विराट कोहली जाना. अब जीतेंगे वर्ल्ड कप नहीं जीतेंगे आई डोंट नो, विराट कोहली रोहित शर्मा आप अमेरिका जा रहे हैं तो फायदा सबको है. एंड द फैक्ट दैट दे स्टिल प्लेइंग क्रिकेट, दे स्टिल फिट, देन यू नो you might as well have to take them. It's also like a commercial thing too, right? Like imagine the broadcaster what he's thinking if Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma are not in the T20 World Cup,
Yeah,
right?
100%. No one's gonna like probably watch. I mean, they still watch, I think, but they not watch with like people on TV. Probably they're like, "अरे सो जा यार, क्या करते?" After like a few wickets and थोड़े बहुत. But Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma रहते हैं, it's full power, obviously. So बिल्कुल सही बात है कि रोहित शर्मा विराट कोहली का रहना है, obviously रहते हुए स्क्वाड में अगर नहीं रखे तो that's different. And at the end of that, I think now we've come to the thing कि भाई जान दो खेलने ही दो दोनों को, मजा आ रहा है इनको देखने में.
Also,
उनकी
we have to
जोड़ी
make it like, you know, we don't know when they're going to retire, so just be happy. Like they're already 35, 36. It's their last few years, so just whenever they play, just enjoy it. Because I'll tell you one thing, like they're the best players to watch in the stadium live. Like these two are crazy. Apart from that, like, you know, I've enjoyed Butler. I've seen him. Faz has seen him. Maxwell, I've seen him. But I think these guys, Rohit Sharma in particular, is probably the best I've seen in the ground. He's incredible to watch. Faz ready for the test live from Hyderabad.
I can't wait actually. Test matches मजा आने वाली है. And again, lives and stuff like that. Hopefully, Vizag भी अगर जा सक रहे तो Vizag as well. But yeah, it's fun. Build up अच्छा है. हाँ.
चाय वाय रेडी रख लो सब. Already call आ रहे हैं.
Ben Stokes and Rohit Sharma head to head अच्छा battle है. England obviously जिस तरीके की टीम है और देखने में मजा इसलिए because what style they bring also, but also like they have winning mentality, right?
Yeah.
Ben Duckett का भी देख रहा था.
Like not the players, the medias don't like each other. Like because England बहुत complain करते हैं और इन लोग इंडिया भी नहीं बर्दाश्त करते. अब like it's a different India, new India now. So since Lagan, everybody is giving it back. So like there will be, I'm sure, some outbursts in maybe in the press conference or among journalists, I don't know, but yeah, it should be fun because pitches will be discussed and everything. 100% baseball will be discussed. Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli will be discussed, and yeah, I'm interested to see how they last.
Ashwin Jadeja will be discussed more than Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli.
Yeah, and because agar aap dekho, even Ben Stokes is not fully fit. How will he last during these 5 tests? How will Virat Kohli last? I know that Virat Kohli is super fit, but it's still going to take a toll on every single player.
There was criticism कि भाई इन अबू धाबी में जाके कई को बैठ गए, and like आप जो मेरे को पॉडकास्ट भेजे थे उसमें भी नासिर हुसैन क्वेश्चन करा कि भाई कई को आप why you taking ऐसा ट्रैक्स रहने वाले हैं, you should go there. But वही Ben Duckett was saying on behalf, he said I was not there in the meeting, but वही है कि भाई वो होटल में रहने वाले हम 1.5 महीना 2 महीने, तो that is we just thought we relax our mind.
उन्हें वही बोला राइट, 5 टेस्ट मैच है तो 2 महीने रहना इंडिया में. अबू धाबी में हम लोग पूरा फ्री रह सकते हैं, एंड लाइक they really enjoy their golf, and over there it's a bit, they can go out for dinners, lunch. In India you can, but it's tighter, it's way tighter because India is a cricket loving country.
पहचान लेते हैं कोई भी,
उन लोगों को कोई भी प्लेयर रहने तो पहचान ले. हम लोग हैरीपुर को पकड़ लेते हैं, याद है, लाइक कोई भी किसी को भी पकड़ लेते हैं. Like it's not hard like to get trapped for selfies and stuff in India, and I've seen players also like a bit not uncomfortable, but like they want to go somewhere and like they can't.
During the World Cup भी आप जब थे यहाँ पे, like आप देखे खाली होटल and then stadium, पाकिस्तान का भी वही था, they weren't able to.
हर भाई फैज हम लोग रात में 1 बजे होटल के बाहर थे to get footage. हमारा काम था. 200 लोग वीकडे पे वहां पे ठहरे हुए, भैया किधर है बाबर, कबारा पूछ रहे हमारे को. बोला
I remember अहमदाबाद में भी एक ब्रिज था, ब्रिज के नीचे एक अंडरपास था, अंडरपास पूरा it was full, and I asked like आप कहाँ से स्कूल छोड़ के आ गए, वो छोड़ के आ गए, ये छोड़ के आ गए, क्यों? बोल नहीं, विराट भाई को देखना है. विराट भाई तो 2 सेकंड में
कूद गए थे लोग जब विराट कोहली when he took a video in our direction
मुंबई में.
Yeah, he took a video. I mean, I don't know if we're in the video that he took, but it was in our direction, and the people around us got so happy because they thought in the video. I mean, for a second, I thought I was in the video, but like, yeah, they went crazy, man.
I was there in the one like India जो बनाई थी.
So that was in Bombay. Yeah.
Mumbai.
I
Thank
was
you
not
for
in
the
that
support.
video. I was chilling somewhere else, getting
You're chilling with the real Mumbaikars.
the lemon mint juices.
Yeah.
Well, you have to keep hydrated in Bombay, man. It's very
It
humid.
was very hot in Bombay. I mean, पंडर क्या यार जगह को एसी डालो. But it was polluted as well. कितना pollution बढ़
Bombay is
गया
the
था.
best city in India, man. There's no doubt about it.
After a few days,
Even
uh,
like my family, they're going to India. They said they want to go. I told them we should go Delhi and stuff. They haven't been. They said, "Oh no, go Bombay first." And they've been to
yeah,
Bombay 100 times, but Bombay is different, man. I
yeah,
could
yeah,
hear Musti at the airport, and oh my god, in the news, huh?
yeah. Probably चाचू वाचू का इंटरव्यू लिए
हम लोग
जब.
उसके पीछे ही थे. Oh, I was in a pink T-shirt. I was in the video in one of them. Even you were
Yeah,
in
yeah,
it.
I think someone sent us a photo also, right?
Yeah,
Few
yeah,
days
we were in
later.
that thing. Like when
Ra-
Pakistan.
oh, polo shirt आपका. Yeah, yeah, yeah. ठीक है समझ
No,
गया.
no, not follow. It was the pink Under Armour one, long
Yeah,
sleeve.
yeah, I got it, got it.
मैं था उसमें. And even उन्हें वो कौन है यार वो करण भाई जब मैं भूल गया मैं WTC भी कवर करा. It's been a crazy
Yeah.
2023, man. We should have done some like reminiscing. But yeah, उसमें करण भाई का वीडियो में आया था पंटर को दिखाया
Yeah,
था.
yeah, हमें याद है मेरे को.
You
करण
saw that,
भाई.
right? Like
Yeah, yeah.
no,
But
but
yeah,
I
it was a
hope.
good 2023, hopefully good 2024 as well.
Yeah, it's going off to a good start. I mean, you're going to cover the India-England game in Hyderabad. That will be. I mean, Test cricket is always fun.
Yeah.
Maybe more in England than Bharat Army posted it. I think.
हाँ,
Oh
भारत
no,
आर्मी.
Bharat Army conducted the concert. Karan Vahi posted it in his story. Yeah, it was something like that. That was wild, man. That Bharat Army जो टेस्ट मैच में ऐसा कॉन्सर्ट बना दिया गया सलमान खान या किसी का कॉन्सर्ट है. It was next level. सब पागल हो रहे थे उधर.
बट वहाँ हर चीज अलाउ करते हैं. I mean, इधर ऑब्वियसली इन लोग अलाउ करेंगे भारत आर्मी. बट लाइक नॉर्मली यहाँ पे इतना प्रॉब्लम है सिक्योरिटी का. लाइक
Yeah,
फूल नहीं आ
भाई
सकते,
वहाँ पे तो मेरे को
माइक नहीं
पूरा
आ
लंच ऑफर करे. मैं दोस्ता बना लिया था. गुजराती और पंजाबी. मेरे को पूरा लंच ढोकला फेफला ये वो. मैं बोला they got their whole lunch boxes. They're like, mate, you got to keep your food ready, man. It's expensive. Yeah, you want home food cooked? I'm like, yeah, I'm down, man. And they like offered me food and everything.
हमारे
And
पास
you
भाई एक कैंपा कोला 50-60 रुपए 100 रुपए छोड़ दिए. Everything becomes 200 rupees.
बाहर कॉफियां आप बाहर कॉफी लेके आ सकते हैं. बाहर से आप खाना लेके आ सकते हैं. आप कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. आप बट check your bag, but you're allowed to bring stuff.
Yeah.
Check your bag and everything, but you are allowed to bring like your bag, laptop. I had my laptop, I had my gear and everything for recording. It was all allowed. It was just I mean, media is anyway allowed, but even for fans and everything, you're always allowed to bring whatever you want. आपको हम लोग जब नहीं मिलता याद है IPL में हम लोग we had to come and record somewhere else when we didn't have
लोग यार
access.
अपना कार फिर भाग के जल्दी लास्ट 5 ओवर से पहले भाग के आप सेटअप करो. फिर लोग चले जाएंगे. या बहुत
श्रीलंका में फाइनल के दिन अगर आपको याद है लाइक मैच सिरा जल्दी खत्म कर दिया. फिर बारिश पड़ना शुरू हुई. रिमेंबर वी वर गोइंग लाइव दैट टाइम. मेरे को लकीली सिग्नल मिल गया. वन ऑफ आवर कॉलीग्स ही हैड टू गो half an hour walk and find signal to do a live. ऐसे प्रॉब्लम्स होते हैं लाइक सिग्नल के एंड स्टफ लाइक एट द ग्राउंड.
उनकी तो फिर जाती बेचारों की.
Yeah, like you saw also, right? The signal, it's like we have to run around to find signal. The best place, Fez, which stadium in India is the best to record lives and do shows?
Acha, best in terms of shows and like what?
Convenience, like what is your favorite place to do the shows? Convenience.
Place.
Bangalore was not convenient.
Bangalore was good.
It wasn't convenient. People running around and everything.
Yeah, whatever. अच्छा वैसा convenience अगर बोले I think.
मेरे लिए तो बॉम्बे था भाई. वो पूरा मरीन ड्राइव.
मुंबई was good, but क्या है मालूम मुंबई का फिर वही हो जाता है यार. It's like आप नेटवर्क का इशू हो जाता है. फर्स्ट टाइम श्रीलंका एंड इंडिया का जब था ग्रुप स्टेजेस इतना मुश्किल हो गया था. सेकंड बट लकी मेरी किस्मत ये थी अहमदाबाद में जब फाइनल हो गया था. I watched everything and I left. I said देखो ये once in a lifetime opportunity. मुस्ताद समझेगा रुक जाएगा. Nobody got network at that time. When I went after the presentation and the prime minister left and everything happened. Then I went down to God. I got network. अरे तेरू कैसा रहा है? तेरू like everyone's saying तेरू कैसा आ गया?
That was smart because also everyone probably left early, right? If India won, then पिंडा भी signal नहीं मिलता था.
भाई को जाते नहीं. One day before अगर आपको याद है 2:30 बजे तक रात के सुबह के whatever you want call लोग वहाँ पे चिल कर रहे थे ग्राउंड के अतराफ में. तो it was like crazy scenes. Mustafa bhai, like Daryl Mitchell, same copy. I think Mustafa bhai को
Someone
बहुत
else
लोग
told me
अमन
this
में बोल
also.
चुके आ रहे हैं,
What the
बहुत
hell,
लोग।
man? Someone else
अमन
also
में
told
बोल
me.
यार, तुम 2 बजे रात को आए सो तेगू भाई, कल क्या करने वाली है आज पाकिस्तान?
दो
They need to
बजे
win. They man of
2 बजे क्रिकेट डिस्कस कर रहे हैं भाई। हाँ, आप भी लाइक हमारे से ज्यादा आप पैशनेट है, हम आप भी देख रहे हैं हमारे को, तो लाइक वो लाइक इट्स अ वेरी बिग कॉम्प्लीमेंट फॉर अस। बहुत बहुत
बिल्कुल।
शुक्रिया जुड़ने के लिए।
11:40 को मैच है तो या गेट रेडी मैन।
That-
बढ़िया मुस्तफा भाई, काफी लोग हैं बोल रहे थे, डेरिल मिचेल, आई थिंक as soon I think was the semi-final in the live, a lot of people were telling you hi Daryl Mitchell.
good है। मेरे को तो नहीं दिखता वो।
Yeah, Chennai Super King, huh?
I'll take that.
Any
That
day,
much is,
any
that much I take that. Um,
day.
but yeah, tomorrow Pakistan, New Zealand, we'll cover that. We'll cover the under 19. तो
Yeah.
जुड़ेंगे, then we'll start the coverage. I think 21st 22nd को coverage शुरू कर देंगे। फर्स्ट जाएगा राजीव गांधी, like
नहीं
probably।
भाई, hopefully 22nd है, फिर 23rd को awards है।
अरे
तो
हाँ, तो आपको मैं मिलूंगा लाइव, मैं यहाँ से, आप वहां से होटल के बाहर लाइव, unless
yeah,
you're on stage receiving some award for us.
I never know these days.
तो बीसीसीआई awards मतलब क्या है?
Basically best, like India के circuit में best players कौन है, stuff like that, cricketer of the year for Indian, I think it's India specific, not ICC awards, India specific। रांची वांची का best player ये वो है वो।
तो वो रहेंगे हैदराबाद में, राइट?
Yes, I think
So
one of the three big hotels में से एक है।
yeah, we'll cover that, and then we'll cover the preview
Yeah,
of the test match like 1 or 2 days into it
then you
before
come here, then we go to IPL, then we go Bastion।
Bastion.
यार पंटल्स का बुक करो Bastion भाई का मेरे।
Bastion. We were very we could have gone last time round, but we went to lemon mint, orange mint.
I think we went to a place where we learned a lot of things।
Oh, that was crazy night, man.
I learned how to work in a place like non-workable, right? Like tried।
That time
But it was fun।
हम लोग बोले वहां, बिकॉज हमारा जो कॉन्सेप्ट रहता है दुबई सऊदी में, वी गो टू कैफेज टू वर्क एंड एवरीथिंग, वैसा कॉन्सेप्ट है हमारा। यहाँ पे हम लोग कैफे को गए थे, वर्क छोड़ो भाई, लाइक इट वाज लाइक इट्स द टाइम
Work।
दिस इट वाज दैट्स व्हाट इट
Work
वाज।
था।
अलग ही
But yeah,
माहौल
it's
था।
fun। It was fun, and अभी याला like टेस्ट है 25th से, वो कवर है, फिर कल मैच है अंडर 19। SA20 है वेस्ट इंडीज का, होपफुली कल खत्म हो जाएगा।
Yeah,
शायद
England. What I'll say is before we end is England, if they want to win this series, they gotta look back at the last time they won. They were the only team who won. I think last time any team that won in India was England in 2011,
yeah, they
12.
were the last
Over
ones,
there,
yeah।
there was 4 key factors. Of course, 2 were Graham Swan and Monty Panesar, and 2 were Alistair Cook and Kevin Peterson. And Alistair Cook and Kevin Peterson, they were like yin and yang. They played completely different cricket. Alistair Cook consumed deliveries and he, drained India, whereas Kevin Peterson was playing a bit more baseball. Not exactly that, but I would say more time ka baseball khel raha tha. So it was a good blend. And yeah, the spinners did a fantastic job over there. And you had Sachin, Kohli, all these guys in that team. Bhaji, I think Ashwin to khel raha tha, and Pragyan Oja was the other spinner, I think. But India had a decent team, had a very good team, and still England did really well. And that's the thing. There are ways to win in India. They just have to. I wouldn't say go and always look, because this is different conditions. It's going to spin much more than it did that time around, and it's different players also. But there are some similarities. So you take that forward and see how you're going to win. I think they are a bit more spin heavy England than they were last time around. I think they learned कि भाई जो रूट अगर 5 विकेट ले रहा है इनिंग्स में, अगर हम लोग प्रॉपर स्पिनर को लेके गए तो
And again, fair play to them, team wise तो अच्छी है काफी। I mean, experience नहीं होंगे बच्चों में, but at least they're going with the heavy spin load। और players हैं जहाँ पे who know how to grind it out, like Zach Crawley, Ben Duckett, ना पूरे they've been through a lot। And Ben Duckett का भी जो interview था, I said like last time जो मैं देखा था परेशान हो गया था, but this time I'm going with a different mindset, and hopefully they do। And competition तो रहना भाई, मजा आता है। I mean, it'll be upsetting also, like you watching the match in like 3 days 2 days। My fun भी रहता obviously for us as fans, but as cricket देखने के लिए भी थोड़ा अच्छा भी दिखता, like if there's a little competition.
The thing is,
One,
the pitch will dictate that. If you see, basketball doesn't necessarily mean that the game will finish in 2 days, 3 days. Because you saw Ashes में 5 दिन तो जा रहा था match, like
yeah,
4 or 5 days it was going, but that
yeah.
was because the pitches were like that. The pitches were allowing it to go. Now in South Africa and in India, I don't think the pitches have allowed it to go to that thing. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. Like अगर 2 दिन 3 दिन में खत्म हो रहा, but like if it's a traditional pitch. And it does go 5 days. If it goes to India, then you're bringing England into the game. So I don't know if
Game,
India
yeah.
want to.
Exactly. I mean,
But I feel one thing for sure. This approach, अगर भाई Zach Crawley, for example, new ball का फायदा उठा दिया, right? They get 100 in a session, they lose 4 wickets. You get to 200, 250, game is on because the ball's trending, right?
yeah, yeah.
The ball is trending. You can flop in a session, you can lose 10 wickets, but if you got 100 in a session, by playing attacking cricket and making use of the new ball, you're in the game. So that's
Yeah,
where
and probably that they look to do something like that.
Yeah, and if they do
I
take
think what they
advantage,
realize is जितनी जल्दी आप फास्ट बॉलरों को मार के फेंको, फिर टिल जडेजा और अश्विन कम उतना अच्छा है शायद उनके लिए.
और जडेजा अश्विन के साथ ओपन भी करे अगर इंडिया, it's a bit easier to attack them early on. तो वैसा है. Crawley का चलना मुश्किल है. I mean, look, Crawley was fantastic in Pakistan, but again, the pitches were flat. They were conducive to the thing, but he was fantastic over there. He was really good in the Ashes. I mean, he started the Ashes with a bang, जो cover drive थाक बोल के शुरू करा था. But उसको चलना मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि उसको सेंचुरी लगाना है. चलना मतलब 30 रन भी मार दिया, right? Start दे दिया उन्हें. He takes England to 50. You take England to 50, Crawley's done his job. This is how England think, bro. They don't think like us. They don't think like other teams. They're different. They're like, bro, just get us to 50. We'll take it from there. It's about the small contributions. They don't look at playing long innings, this and that was the old England.
Also, England's sake, Joe Root needs to step up big time. Like he needs to play himself, and I mean he can contribute in that baseball kind of a fashion what we've been seeing him do. But it's good if he plays traditionally more.
You know what it is now? England have actually taken out the tag of the player because Joe Root, we used to when we used to watch him, we say, "Okay, bhai, this guy is the anchor, he's the main player, he's going to rotate the strike and he's going to think." You know, baseball में क्या हो गया? पूरा खाली it's number regulated. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're all playing the same way.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like there's no anchor, there's no क्या बोलते हैं hitting, there's no like वैसा नहीं रहा.
ठीक है, थोड़ा situation के हिसाब हो जाता गेम, लेकिन they're just numbered players who just play a style of cricket in their own style, but they do that. They back the instinct. Joe Root is stuck with the reverse sweep to fast bowlers, and you know, and Ben Stokes is saying that's what I want from you. He's saying कि भाई मेरे को strike rate चाहिए, मेरे को चाहिए quick runs. You know what happened? There's a very interesting story. Remember I sent you recently the podcast Simon Jordan ka usme he interviewed Stuart Broad. So he was talking about the Ashes, and he said ki when baseball not the Ashes, baseball he was talking about, and he said when baseball started against New Zealand, they were chasing I think 300 plus, and you remember that game? That was the first game when baseball went nuts. Like after tea, what happened was England had to chase something. They were 4 down, and they had to chase another 160, 170 runs. So everyone, so Bairstow thought, let me be a bit cautious here and then see. Let's take it a bit deep. The first ball came. He ducked under the bouncer. Ben Stokes came up to him. He was the non-strikers. Then he's like, "What are you doing, mate? Smash it out of the park. I don't. Why are you ducking that? We're not playing for a draw. We have to win." He's like, "Oh, okay, fine." And next ball, he's like, and so basically, it was that I don't care if we lose, we're not drawing this game. मतलब drawing haram है, हारे तो चलता.
Yeah.
वैसा है, like you know, so it's a different kind of thing. But team knows that his pressure really is short. Yeah, I mean teams know, but he still plays it. Like he hit Cummins, bro, reverse sweep 6.
Yeah, that's hard. वो तो आमिर जमाल भी मारा.
आमिर जमाल Cummins को मारा reverse sweep?
नहीं, हेजलवुड को मारा शायद.
हेजलवुड को मारा?
किसी को मारा यार, one of the fast.
लायन को मारा शायद नहीं.
लायन को मारा नहीं यार, लायन को नहीं. लायन को मारा यार, I think उन्हें आँखों वो
नहीं मारा है. I'm मर जाऊंगा मैं उन्हें Cummins को reverse sweep मार दिया तो.
But yeah, I mean, but for me, I think Joe Root should really stick to his stronger side of playing technically. You can be baseball-y when you want to, like situational. Maybe that one player could छोड़ दो आप, so that there's someone who you can even play around, right? Like वरना आरे जा रहे तो I mean you got results, but again consistent results matter in the long run.
You know what I like though? Like yesterday we saw it, right? India were 20 for 4. You probably were saying, ये क्या बेकार के short rank खेल रहे हैं? Like, थोड़ा सा वो देखो, and a lot of traditionalists probably said that. But you know what I liked about that? It was like, of course, T20, I think you have to do it. But even then, people will say, Kohli thoda ruk ke khelna tha, Samson thoda ruk ke khelna tha. But Samson was playing for a spot. He didn't give a crap.
Impact. Yeah.
He said कि भाई ये टीम ऐसा खेलना चाह रहे तो I'll go for it. That's it. The captain's orders, I have to follow it. I don't care. He could have easily stood there and made a 50.
But to be fair on both Virat and Samson, the pitch पे रुक के आ गया, एकदम जल्दी आ गया बॉल दोनों को. Like they didn't.
मगर कोहली कभी भी वैसा शॉट पहला बॉल पे मुश्किल है खेलना, मगर they bought into it. But T20s में finally India's ball, we're still behind the curve. England are doing it in red ball cricket, which is a completely different challenge altogether. So we're still behind the curve, but it's good to see that we're at least getting to that.
Yeah, 100%. It'll take time, but yeah, वो role तो आप निभाना जरूरी, because everybody's doing it, right? It's not like just. But credit to Afghanistan as well, जिस तरीके से खेलो ना, जिस तरीके से fight तो करे यार, 2 बार सही super over, but it's going to be a match to be remembered कि भाई अच्छा था. Like you already lost, technically आप छोड़ देते थे, अरे हार ही गए ना tournament, क्या ही फर्क पड़ेगा, but yeah, it's how you play the game, and for every match matters. Who has the highest percentages of wins in T20 internationals? Teams or captains or who?
Highest percentage of wins. That's a good question, man. I really don't know who has the highest. He's saying I should know. Pakistan. Each player has highest percentage in T20 internationals. Oh, Rohit Sharma.
Rohit
Sharma.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I don't know, man. I'm taking an educated guess here. I have some idea, but I don't know if I'm correct. First, not Rohit Sharma. Then who is it?
You were saying something. Shabby. Oh. No way, man.
Shoaib Malik. Shoaib Malik, huh? Shabby bol rahe.
Shabby.
Yeah, Shoaib Malik. I mean, yeah, he's played a lot of cricket. That's why I should have known. First 1-0 Egypt losing. Maybe Salah's coming back. You never know.
You never know. That's why I don't
remember. Baby, Afghan is gangster. You in basketball, you have that and one street basketball. Afghan is like that's crazy football, man. You'll see something ridiculous out of the blue. So
yeah.
I like that Afghan is some good. You get like some hard tackles and some crazy goals. You saw the keeper yesterday for Congo and
very bad.
He cleared it. The guy took the throw in quickly and they shot it in the goal. So you see crazy stuff, man. It's pretty good. So we'll watch the second half, and I'll catch you tomorrow.
He played for United, took a flight. He got dropped.
Yeah, man. Like already उसका पंगा है कोच के साथ. उसके ऊपर उन्होंने ये कर दिया, डिले कर दिया.
अच्छा वो हो गया बाद अगले मैच को उसको टिकट फ्लाइट नहीं मिली.
गलती उसकी है. Like man, likes of Son, Salah, these guys are going for their internationals on time. आप like बोल रहे नहीं मेरे को Tottenham खेलना है because he's scared of his position will go. Even though United don't have the greatest of replacements, but
exactly, yeah. The Nigeria Ivory Coast game was good.
Yeah, man. Ivory Coast lost, right?
Yeah, they lost 1-0. Nigeria won.
That's surprising, man. You know who my favorite Nigerian player is of all time?
Obi Mikel.
No. तुम एक ही नाम तुम्हारे को याद है बोल दिया. My favorite, bro. You might have seen highlights. You haven't seen him play, I know, but you might have seen highlights of him. That's a hint.
Who?
Okocha.
Okocha, the who? Okocha.
No, midfielder, bro. He was baller, man. He's like Ronaldinho Nigerian version. He was crazy. He played for Bolton in the Premier League.
Bolton.
Yeah, he was wild. He's my favorite Nigerian player. I think that wraps it up. Tomorrow I'll catch you. We'll discuss Pakistan, New Zealand. We'll discuss under 19 SA20 and Jo bhi aur kuch hai. We'll discuss that. And in a couple of days, we'll see Faz after 6 months live location from the grounds, giving us updates for the test match, especially the first one, Hyderabad mein India versus England. So make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, and stay tuned. Thank you, Punter. Thank you, Runal Bhai and Don and Ibrahim Bhai, Tejas Bhai, everyone who joined us today. Really appreciate it. We'll catch you tomorrow on the flip side. That's it from us signing out. Take care, everybody.